You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but...
And you're all
stopped at the 28. A first down for the offense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Black 24. Black 24.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Moving away from pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The inside handoff. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it starts.
Running toward the tape. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Let him bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And the Trojans will move the sticks.
Good enough for first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pulls and fires complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, USC 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. In for the score. Touchdown, USC!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll throw it on first down, using the quick game. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
The Trojans are on the move. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down coming up. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Marks. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Offense set on 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's Hunter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the pass.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Thorne. A strike downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the run, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, USC 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The option look. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Thompson. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Auburn lines up quickly.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Auburn.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Trojans will hustle to the line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of...
He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Keeps looking downfield. The throw. Working the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Intercepted. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on second down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On the option. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Pressure coming. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they couldn't get it out of their own end, and the ball will come to rest at the 45-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here. Just give him some easy looks to let him get louder.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The Trojans get enough to move the chains.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn.
You got to wonder if that's a moral victory for this offensive line, because they have not been running the ball well at all game long. But on that short yardage situation, they finally pick it up, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst for them to get this thing going and spark the run game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They'll run it to the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think we can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this will be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Auburn 17, USC 14.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try to get outside. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Got the 1st down. Looking for more. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw it. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, talked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now, I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's first down from the 11. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Got him downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there, getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 45 on his way. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in.
He's going to let it go. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He's got the back in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
So that's